bit annoyed, to be honest with you. It's a video that I didn't want to make ever. I sat there, contemplated it, thought, nah, I'm not going to make this video. And it's the same situation when Joe passed away. And if you're wondering what I'm talking about, it's Neil Curry's passed away. Yesterday I heard the news he passed away. Someone inboxed me and said, yo, this is what's going on. And now it's obviously public knowledge he's passed away. And what I want to say about it is this, and everybody was asking for my opinion. What happened to Joe? What was going on here? And there was a lot of controversy surrounding his death, which I don't care about. And there might be a lot of controversy surrounding Neil's death, which I don't care about. The guy's dead. Give it a rest. Don't pry. What happened? What did he do? How did he OD? How did he do this? Did he do this to himself? That's not relevant. What's relevant is he's dead, he's gone. He's never going to come back again. Now, I'm not here to blame anybody. We're not one of those situations where you should actually point the finger, especially after someone's death. But we can all learn something from this. Now, the tributes have flooded through on Facebook, rightfully so. He was a very likable guy, very nice guy. I had a few encounters with him, all pleasant. Every single encounter was pleasant. He came to my gym once in Sheffield when I first newly opened. A good friend of his, was one of my business partners, so he came down to support. He was a very nice guy, very, very chatty guy, very polite. Really nice guy. I don't think I ever met anybody hear anything bad about the guy. Then I had a gym in Rotherham and he used to come there. He used to train there quite often, quite regularly. And he still trained even after I sold it. He was a good guy. He was very liked by everybody. But even I knew he had some issues. And me and Neil aren't even that good friends. If we saw each other, we spoke, shook hands, how you doing? How's it going? Yeah, nice, great. Didn't have his phone book, didn't have his number in my phone book. We weren't great mates. But I know he was a very likable guy. He was a good guy. No one ever had a bad word to say about the guy. But even someone like me who wasn't in his circle of friends knew he had some issues. And I keep seeing a lot of his friends and his peers and people around him saying, I wish he spoke to us. I wish he spoke to us. And I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that. Don't get me wrong. I'm not hating on anybody. So before anyone comes at me after watching this video, I'm not hating on anybody. Everybody has their own situations. But what I'm going to say is this. Sometimes those people who are saying, I wish you spoke to us, are the ones that should be reaching out. I said this many times in other videos as well, that it's a duty for you to look after your friends. You guys need to meet up on a regular basis. You guys need to make it comfortable for the other person to open up. Now, I know many people are closed off like myself. I'm a very closed off person, but it happens where I will meet my friends every day. I will make a conscious effort, the group chats I'm in, to be the most active member of that group chat. Don't get paid for it, bro. But you got to be the most active member. When it comes to getting everyone together for a meal, I'm one of the most active guys out there. When I'm in abroad, I've got a group of friends out there. I'm one of the most active guys out there, even though I've recently only moved there to meet up for a meal. I will be pushing people, right, we're doing this on Saturday night. Who's coming? We're doing this, we're going here, we're going there. Let's do something. As soon as I get back to the UK, right, lads, we're meeting here Wednesday night, 7:30. Who's coming? If somebody can't afford it, don't worry, I'll pay for it. And if there's a few people who can't afford it, lads, we're going to chip in. It's a couple of quid each. It's not about the meal. It's got nothing to do with anything to do with food or anything like that. It's about catching up and checking in on one another. That's all it's about. Checking on each other. That's it. And when you do check in once every 6 months, when you do meet up, something happens as you're meeting, you're talking, you're chatting, you're ripping into somebody, you're doing this, you're doing that. So many events unfold. You can speak about those events for the next 3 or 4 months until you meet again. And all that does is takes you away from your stresses of day-to-day life. I have never met it to this day where someone has done that to themselves because of their pressure from their mates. I don't know, it might happen. I've never known it to happen. It's always the girlfriend. It's always family. It's always finance. It's always relationships, close relationships to yourselves. It's just sad, like I said, this is not a rant. This is not a video to put the blame on anybody. And I understand when people are out there saying, Neil, I wish you spoke to us. I wish you texted us. We only saw each other the other day. For those people that have said that. it's just sad to see that maybe those, and maybe, look, I might be wrong. Maybe those people did make an effort. Maybe those people did text him the night before. They did go around to see him. They did meet up once a week and hang out and chill out. And, I have multiple groups of friends that I make it a actual conscious effort to meet them. Just to check in on how everyone's doing. I don't even drink coffee and I'll go and meet someone for a coffee, bro. Don't even drink coffee. It's not about the coffee. It's about meeting up. It's about checking in with each other. Times are tough. Times are hard for everybody, myself included. We have to check in on each other. Reply. Just text back. Just don't be a watcher in these groups. Don't get added to a group to be a watcher. I keep saying it. Don't get added into a WhatsApp group just to be a watcher. And 10 people in a WhatsApp group, 2-3 people are chatting to each other. The 7 are just watching. Bro, how hard is it to take your phone out? I'm a busy guy. How hard is it to take your phone out and just send a meme, bro? Reply to a meme. How that was funny. It's not hard, man. We need to check up on the brothers who aren't doing so well. That's what we need to be doing. We don't need to go to Facebook afterwards and say, why didn't you speak to me, bro? That is, look, this is a personal opinion on mine. And I'm annoyed about it because I keep seeing it today. And I'm like, why you guys knew? I knew there was an issue. How did you not know there was an issue? You're his mates. Now, I'm not even saying whether you checked in on him or you didn't. I'm just saying for the next guy now, if this message, whoever's watching this video, like at the minute, probably nobody. But whoever, it might be 10 guys watching this video later on down the line, 20 guys watching this video later on and thinking, do you know what? I haven't checked in with my mates for a while. I'm doing okay. I've got no issue. But I haven't checked in with my mates. Maybe I should go speak to them just to see if they're doing okay. Don't wait for the person. Look, here's the thing, guys. This is the last thing I'm going to say. The people going through shit probably don't want to open up and probably don't want to speak to anybody because they're going through that shit. And part of the reason they're going through that shit and they do what they do to end it is because they feel they can't speak to anybody. Anybody in the right mindset at that point who feels he can speak to somebody will not go and do that. He must have felt at such a low point in his life, not just him, anybody, at that point, because it takes some balls to do it, let me tell you that. It takes some balls to do it. He must have felt so low at that time in his mind thinking, I really can't speak to anybody. I have all these friends, I really can't speak to any, but what if that one phone call that you made opens the door for him? Because when somebody does that, clearly they're thinking in their head the doors are all shut. Every single door is closed. Family doors closed, relationship doors closed, friendship doors closed. Now, I don't know about families, I don't know about relationships, but one thing I do know about friendships. Keep that door open for the guy. You got to make the conscious effort, not the person going through shit. You cannot come on social media the day after and say, why didn't you speak to me? Why didn't you tell me? You should have kept that door open. And if you did keep that door open, good on you. I'm not hating on anybody either. I'm just saying for the next guy. Just for the next guy, because this will happen again. Like clockwork, this is happening a lot. This has happened to a lot of people that I know of. Not personal friends of mine, but a lot of people that I know of. And I hope it doesn't happen to any friends of mine because it's horrible. Horrible. Like this is like not really close to me that's happened, but it's close enough. It's close enough to give me a little bit of a ill feeling. So I didn't want to make this video, but I've made it now. It's here. I'm going to go and share it. And this is not one of those videos for views and like and comment and subscribe and all of that crap. This is just a video that I wanted to share with everybody to say, look, if just one person can watch this video and think, do you know what? I need to check in on my guys. Right now, get your phone out. Get your phone out right now. Go onto WhatsApp, create group, and add 10 people you haven't checked in on for the past 3, 4, 5 years, 6 months, however long. Add 10 people to that group. Lads, we need to check in on each other on a regular basis. Is everybody doing okay? Let's go for a meal. You might get laughed at, but guess what? It's okay. I'd rather get laughed at. I would rather get laughed at than another person be a statistic. You need to save each other here. It is getting bad out there. Trust me. This is something close as close can get. And then the next step is it's going to be very, very close to you. This is what happens. So, yeah, don't subscribe. Get your phone out. Make a group chat. And open the door for those guys to talk. Don't go on Instagram and say, please speak to me.